Hello, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Andrew Cuomo press briefing that I just saw just a few minutes ago while I was taking a bath. I have a TV in my bathroom, but it's kind of weird. But, anyways, I just want to say that Andrew Cuomo speaks truth to power. He talked a lot about everything today. He really ripped the federal government in a way that they should be ripped, because he was basically saying that there's the House of Representatives run by Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats, and then there's Mitch McConnell and the Republicans on this hand, who can't seem to come together for the American people. Federal governments are what fund the states, and it's very apparent that the blue states, the Republican states, the United States of American states, send more money to the federal government and take less than the red states, the Republican states, who ask for more than they put in. Now, this is a touchy point because, see, Trump is always talking about that with other countries and, things that, like NATO and things like that, where we seem to pay more than everyone else. Well, there's no such thing, and I think Andrew Cuomo said it perfect. This is the United States of America, not the red states, the blue states. It's the United States of America. This is a great country. We have a republic, and we're gonna lose it if we don't hold on to it quickly and tightly. The COVID-19 thing has really thrown us into a downward spiral. I have no doubt that our economy will recover because Obama has fixed our government, our federal government, in a way that we've done nothing but rise since the day he was left office. Now, Trump gets to have some of that credit, but the only thing that he's really done is pass the tax cut for the extraordinarily wealthy corporations and people in our country. But the thing is, the federal government's run by our Congress are not sending the money to fund the states. Mitch McConnell wants them to go bankrupt. Why? New York has suffered greatly, more than anyone else. Not just because of COVID-19, but what about 9/11? We've paid for their recovery. Every one of us have, with our pledge to freedom and things like that. And we suffered along with New York, and we're watching them every day. Andrew Cuomo gives his little reports, and they're not just so little, they are gigantic, because he speaks truth to power. If I could vote for him in the next election, I wouldn't even think about it. He would be my choice. So, the partisanship in Washington has to end. We're in a national crisis. Even Trump can't keep the numbers straight. We're going to have 134 plus deaths by August. And that doesn't count the second wave that's coming. There is a second wave that's coming. So everyone needs to sit back and they need to think about this a little bit. I know I smoke, it's a bad thing. But that's my father-in-law calling. I'll talk to him later. Call from wireless caller. Because I find this is more important. Call from wireless caller. They can open up their states all they want to. And then after everyone opens up their states, especially the red states or the United States of American states run by Republican governors, and then come out and tell everyone that they're going to have all these deaths. So what's that say? So in those states, you have the choice as a business to stay home, hope the federal government helps you out. I don't know if they will, probably not. The American people need more stimulus. They're not surviving. They need money to pay their bills. The government knows how this thing is going to go. They are sure of it. Floating ideas that China created this in a lab is just a bunch of bunk. It's already been looked at by every scientist in the world and have come to the conclusion that this thing was not created in a lab. So, let's get together. Let's come together as a unit. E pluribus unum. Out of many become one. Let's not go to the state capitol steps with your AR-15s and your full battle gear, not wearing a face shield, holding swastikas and Confederate flags. That's not America, and that's not how you make America great. We pay for these people to run our states. They are voted for by the people, for the people. Not as a partisan tool to use by the president to do whatever he wants. It is his job to bring us together and stop dividing us. It needs to end. He needs to stop doing that. Yeah, I know I smoke. It's a bad thing. But I just have to get out there and I have to say what's on my mind. I found an outlet in which I can just vent. I love it. Last night I did a video where I sang. Yeah, I didn't sing very good because it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I just was trying to make a interesting video for people to watch. They don't have to watch it. No one's forcing anyone to do anything like that or watch anything. But I just hope that we can deal emotionally with the death count that's coming, and that we aren't putting money above death. People are dying in this country, but people want to make their money. So that's why we have a federal government to help us. They're not doing their job. Republican or Democrat, doesn't matter. The partisan politics are there. And in order for us to survive this pandemic and the second wave, we need help from the federal government. Not just for the states, but for the people too. This isn't any of our fault. None of it is. So we shouldn't be responsible for this. That's why we have a governor. That's why we vote people into office, for them to help us when in need. And this is a national crisis. This isn't just some fluke that come up. This isn't a hoax. It's real. People are dying. You can say whatever you want. You can believe it's a hoax if you want to. But when you go to pay your bills, when the government, like Trump's government, is saying whatever, we need to open and get back to work. That's what we want. No, that's not what we want. We feel like we have to do that because we don't have any money left. And you're not helping us. You're not doing anything for us. But boy, the airlines got bailed out and some big corporations got bailed out and your hotels got bailed out. But we're all suffering. We have no money. We can't pay our bills. 70% of the Americans in this country, 60 to 70, have said that they agree with the stay-at-home orders. So therefore, the government that we elected into office should understand that and should help us out until we have no money left. So let's just come together as a nation. Quit standing on the steps of the capitals and making our lawmakers feel afraid that you're going to just open up your gun and start shooting people. That's not how you make America great anymore. That's not how you do it, man. You bring people together. You make them have prosperity. You help them do that. That's what governments are supposed to do. I know I've rambled on for quite a long time, and I am nothing like Andrew Cuomo, but that man is a leader. He cares about his state. He wants help. He's not afraid to ask for it. And he's not afraid to tell it like it is. Because if you present the facts and tell people this is the way it is and this is what we have to do, you can choose to do either one of those things. But if you don't, listen to the information and the facts, and you listen to blind politicians, we're all going to suffer, and we're going to suffer greatly. Some of our greatest losses ever in this country. So pay attention, do the right thing, stay at home, wash your hands, only go to the store if you need to go there. Do things that you know are safe. Social distancing. It may go on for a year, but do it. This thing has no color barriers. COVID-19 is a killer. It's highly transmissible and it will kill you. And if it doesn't kill you, you'll spread it to someone that you love that it will kill. So be responsible. Understand that. If you choose to not wear a face mask and you go stand on the state capitol steps and you give it to everyone you know, it can be a month down the road and all of a sudden they have COVID-19 because you gave it to them. You went to a rally. You carried your AR-15, you carried your signs, you yelled at the healthcare workers, you don't understand what they're going through, what those nurses are going through. It's horrific. Even at a time of war, nurses haven't seen this kind of thing. Because they're seeing these people die, and they're becoming the family for these people as they watch them die because their family can't be with them. It's hard. It'd be hard on anyone. But I just want to say this. Please understand, this is the United States of America. We, the people. Stay safe. Try to do the right thing. I know you know what it is in your heart. Please just do it. Thank you.